Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to share with you guys a story about something that happened this past weekend when me and my team were ministering at a youth group in St. Louis. So, some of you guys, maybe if you follow me on social media or you get my emails, you knew that me and some of my friends from IHOP, we got to go and minister at a youth group in St. Louis at a church called Southgate Church, and it was awesome. We got to bring the worship and the message and the ministry time at the end. But just in our preparation for going and ministering to this specific youth group, we were praying and fasting, just, God, what do you have for this youth group? And one of our members, her name is Katarina, she's from Germany. And her mom lives in Germany still, and her mom actually had a dream about something specific for the youth group we were going to minister to in St. Louis. And Katarina tells us about this. She said, hey, my mom called me. She said she thinks that the Lord wants us to address somebody or maybe a group of people at this youth group that are addicted to video games. And we're like, okay, awesome, wow, that's crazy. Like, that's some supernatural insight. Like, we wouldn't know about that. So we were like, okay. So we go there, we do the worship, I got to speak and give the message, and I talked about Song of Solomon 2:10, the invitation of the bridegroom, that Jesus, the bridegroom, gives to the bride, to leave her comfort zone and come away with him and to a deeper relationship with him, right? So I talk about that, and so at the end of the ministry time, or at the end of the message, we have a time of ministry where the worship team came back up, and I said on the mic, I said, guys, I don't know you guys, and this might be for someone specific or a group of people, but I believe that the Lord is calling some of you, or maybe one of you, to set aside video games in this next season. That maybe you're addicted to video games, but whatever it is, it's hindering your relationship with the Lord. And the Lord is inviting you to set that aside and to go deeper with Him in this next season. And so we were like, if that's you, we want to pray for you. But we didn't really know who we were talking to. And there was lots of other people who responded to the call to go into a deeper relationship with the Lord, and we got to pray for them, and it was awesome, right? Well, a couple days after the weekend, my friend Megan, who lives in St. Louis and who led worship for us, her parents live in St. Louis, so she led worship for us at this event. Her sister goes to that youth group, and she had brought a friend who had told her, hey, I was that guy who's addicted to video games, and I had felt like before that night that that the Lord wanted me to give those up, to go deeper with Him, and when you made that call, when Nathan made that call and said that the Lord was inviting, that was me. And when Megan was telling me the story, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. And that just ministered straight to his heart. And the Holy Spirit just penetrated his heart in such a way that he felt so ministered to and loved. And he was like, oh my gosh, like, God sees me individually. And anytime something like that happens, where the Holy Spirit gives someone else supernatural insight on someone else's life that we wouldn't know outside of the Lord telling us, it's just amazing. I've started to say, like, this little saying that the Holy Spirit can minister so much better than we can. And when He gives us supernatural insight, words of knowledge, prophetic words, anything like that, like, it's just powerful. And so, I just want to encourage you guys. And God, He loves you in like a big overview way, like He loves the whole world, He loves His people, but He loves you individually. He likes you individually as well. And He's so personal. We serve a God that is so personal, and He loves the details about you. And so, yeah, be encouraged by that story. And man, I just love Jesus and how He ministers. So, all right, guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.